Castello Bonoris, or Bonoris Castle, is one of the most remarkable neo-Gothic landmarks in northern Italy. It dominates the skyline of the town of Montechiari in the province of Brescia, Lombardy, and stands on the site of an ancient medieval fortress. Although it appears much older, the castle was actually built between 1891 and 1905 by Count Gaetano Bonoris, a wealthy Italian nobleman and philanthropist. Inspired by medieval architecture and romantic ideals, Bonoris envisioned a magnificent residence that would combine the grandeur of ancient castles with the comfort and elegance of modern life. Today, Castello Bonoris is one of the most important cultural and historical attractions in the region and a symbol of Montechiari's identity. The location of the castle has strategic importance dating back to the Middle Ages. A medieval stronghold once occupied the hill overlooking Montechiari, serving defensive purposes and protecting local communities. By the 19th century, most of the original fortress had disappeared, but Count Gaetano Bonoris decided to revive its memory by constructing a new castle in the neo-Gothic style. He devoted enormous resources to the project and personally supervised many aspects of its design. The construction lasted more than a decade and resulted in a spectacular building that reflected both historical traditions and the artistic tastes of the late 19th century. Architecturally, Castello Bonoris is considered one of the finest examples of neo-Gothic architecture in Italy. Its imposing towers, battlements, decorative windows, and richly furnished rooms create an atmosphere reminiscent of medieval Europe. Inside, visitors can admire elegant halls, fireplaces, frescoes, wooden ceilings, and collections of paintings and decorative arts. Every room reflects the passion of Count Bonoris for history and beauty. The interiors were designed to recreate the atmosphere of aristocratic life while incorporating modern comforts that were advanced for the time. The significance of Castello Bonoris lies not in military history, but in its cultural and artistic value. The castle represents the romantic fascination with the Middle Ages that spread across Europe during the 19th century. Count Bonoris intended the castle to symbolize prestige, refinement, and national pride. He also used his wealth to support charitable causes and social projects in the local community. Therefore, the castle became associated not only with aristocratic luxury, but also with philanthropy and civic development. After the death of Gaetano Bonoris in 1923, the castle eventually became the property of the municipality of Montechiari. Since then, extensive restoration efforts have preserved its beauty and historical significance. Today, the castle functions as a museum and cultural center, hosting exhibitions, concerts, conferences, and educational events. Visitors can explore the richly decorated rooms and enjoy panoramic views of the surrounding countryside from the terraces and towers. The surroundings of Castello Bonoris contribute greatly to its appeal. Montechiari itself is a charming town with churches, museums, and traditional Italian architecture. The nearby city of Brescia, a UNESCO World Heritage destination, offers Roman ruins, medieval monuments, and excellent cuisine. Lake Garda, one of Italy's most famous lakes, is also located within easy reach, allowing visitors to combine cultural tourism with natural beauty and outdoor activities. The significance of Castello Bonoris extends beyond its impressive appearance. It serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving cultural heritage and demonstrates how the architectural ideals of the 19th century sought to reconnect with the romantic past. The castle has become an enduring symbol of Montechiari and an important example of Italian neo-Gothic architecture. Through its exhibitions and cultural activities, it continues to educate visitors about history, art, and the legacy of Count Gaetano Bonoris. For tourists, the cost of spending one day in Montechiari and visiting Castello Bonoris depends on travel style. Budget travelers generally spend between $50 and $90 per day, including accommodation, meals, transportation, and entrance fees. Mid-range travelers usually spend between $120 and $220 per day, staying in comfortable hotels and dining in local restaurants. Luxury travelers may spend $300 to $700 or more per day, especially if choosing premium accommodations and private excursions. Entrance fees to Castello Bonoris are usually affordable, generally ranging from $5 to $15. Meals in restaurants typically cost between $15 and $40 per person, while transportation expenses remain moderate. Visitors who combine their trip with excursions to Brescia or Lake Garda may spend somewhat more. Today, Castello Bonoris stands as one of the hidden treasures of Lombardy and one of Italy's most beautiful neo-Gothic castles. Although it was built relatively recently compared with medieval fortresses, it successfully captures the spirit of earlier centuries and reflects the artistic and cultural aspirations of its creator. Surrounded by the landscapes of northern Italy and enriched by more than a century of history, Castello Bonoris continues to fascinate visitors from around the world and remains a proud symbol of Montechiari's heritage and identity. Subscribe to the channel and like the video.